Hello and welcome back to the vlog. I am going to go get my hair done. This is currently what my hair looks like now, but it's like you know that TikTok of the girl who got dragged for saying her very clearly brown hair was blonde? I'm not gonna do that because I can't emotionally take the reaction, but I think my hair is dark blonde. So I'm getting highlights today. My attempt at a transition. I fully forgot to film any clips while I was actually getting my hair done. So here's the finished result. I love it. I have been going to the same hairstylist since I was 21. She is actually my longest relationship in LA because it's predating Mott's. So I went to 𝘱𝗍. I will link all of her information down below if you want to get your hair done by her. She's fantastic. Like she's just the best. I will add some of the inspiration pictures that I showed her. And then we did some like shorter pieces by the front, like right here, but I didn't want them to be so short that I couldn't tuck them behind my ears. Like I can't even wear like tight necklaces, turtlenecks, honestly even my hair down without it like away from my face. I can only do that for small increments of time without feeling like I'm going to like rip all of my skin off. You know? Today's actually Mott's birthday and I was gonna work on making him a cake, but I just did not feel good today. Long COVID is whipping my ass. If you watched my last video, which was a Q&A. Yeah, I never posted that. Here's what I'm referencing in this, but I'll redo that. I'll do another Q&A. Oh, we didn't get the house. The house had 15 offers and the highest offer was an all cash offer, $400,000 over asking with no loan or appraisal contingencies. Who can just do that? It is Monday. I am trying to be productive. It's hard. Yeah, it's hard. I actually started using the widgets on your phone. I know that was like an update. Don't tell me it was 2020. Am I late on it? Yes. But what's been so helpful is I've added my to-do list right to the front, which is really helpful because I make a to-do list every single day and I have to put things on it. Otherwise, I will just not get anything done. Sometimes I'll put stuff on it and I still won't get anything done. Moved the plans. I did the podcast promo. I called my doctor to schedule the pre-op appointment for my surgery, which is on the 14th of February.
Please press 3. You are waiting for an agent. You will be asked to leave a message.
Hi, I was calling to schedule my pre-op.
When is your surgery scheduled?
It is scheduled for February 15th. And what I need to do right now is call my insurance because I need to figure out how much it's going to cost to know if I need to cancel it or what we're gonna do. If you haven't been following along for a while, I am getting endometriosis surgery pending how much they'll cover. If they don't cover everything, I think it's between like $45,000 to $60,000, which is not happening. I wish they taught us this in schools though, because I straight up just Googled, how do I call my insurance and ask them if they're covering my surgery? Like, why is this something that we're not taught? But I was taught so many useless things. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Is it? I don't even remember. Also, isn't this cute? 𝘃𝗶𝗱𝗏 sent me this phone case once we got engaged. And then this little phone charm, this is my name on it. The amount of times I've like pistol whipped that into my face though, not fun. I won't lie to you though, I am getting really nervous for surgery. I don't know, I mean, I guess I do know why. It's like a combination of course, it's surgery, why wouldn't you be nervous? But also the massive amount of imposter syndrome. It's the only time in my life where I will be getting surgery based purely on my verbalization and ranking of my pain and my like experience, because you can't get it diagnosed any other way besides surgery. And I've vlogged this before, but they kind of like run through the gamut of everything else it could potentially be. So ultrasounds to see if it's fibroids or cysts, like cysts that they can see. And then you basically get to the point where they rule out everything else. And so then they look. And the other thing is that they can miss it the first time around. And I think like the only thing I could kind of equate it to is like when you get a strep test and you hope that it's strep, so then you know what it is. You rarely go into a medical environment hoping that it's something, but in the off chance that it's not that, or it doesn't immediately appear to be that, then you're just left with more questions. Because once they do the surgery, what they basically go in and do is like they remove all the endometriosis that they find. And my biggest fear is that they're not gonna find any, and I'm gonna feel like I'm absolutely crazy, or that I am like a baby and or there's something else that's wrong with me that I'm gonna have to like go down a completely different pathway to try and figure that out. This is definitely crooked, isn't it? All of that aside, I'm going to call my insurance. And then I want to talk to you all about the houses that we saw this weekend. So this weekend we saw 5 houses, the most we've ever seen in like one swoop. Hi, I love you.
I do too.
Thank you. We really liked 3. I vlogged a bit on my phone, so I will insert clips. But there was one house that we absolutely fell in love with that will be out of our price range. We just saw my dream house. And Mats was the smart, reasonable one who was like, it's gonna sell for out of our budget. And he is right, and we saw it, and it's the most beautiful thing in the entire world. And it makes me sad. We're the kind of people who will be knocking on their door in like 10 years with like a suitcase of cash being like, would you like to sell your home to us? So then we were basically narrowed down to 2 that we really liked. One needed some work right off the bat, termite issue, but it was like a really cute neighborhood, definitely a nicer neighborhood. We would have wanted to redo some stuff there, like the bathrooms, kitchen, but the kitchen was like a very confusing kind of layout. I also did not love the floors of those ones. They were way too red. It started off as our number 1, but after like sitting on it for a couple of days, we basically realized that that was a home that we would be putting money into and doing renovations. And so that's something that we would be spending a lot of money right off the bat to make this home first livable, and then over time to make it something that we really love. And it was just gonna be a lot more work for a house that is more expensive than at the time, our second choice. Our second choice is in an area that we like really weren't looking in. Kind of a downgrade location wise, but it is beautiful, like absolutely stunning. We're gonna look again tomorrow to see it during the daytime because we only saw it by the time like the sun was setting. Like there is nothing that we would really want to do to it, except we would potentially want to take the garage and convert it into like an adjacent unit office thing, which I think would be a much more doable task for our first time. So we have decided that we are going to offer on the second house. Even though we can offer over asking, we could potentially be beat out by someone who is offering that much over asking cash. It's been a few days. She finally showered. Those are my meatballs in the oven. Microwave. Yesterday we went to go see the house for a second time. We put the offer in probably like 20 minutes ago, and the last time we straight up found out maybe an hour after we put the offer in that it was not going to happen. So we don't know when we're gonna find out. Obviously I showered, and this is gonna be the first time that I have styled and done my hair since I got it done. I am gonna do the air wrap today. The hair is done, but I'm going to spray in some dry oil and this frizz control and static spray. Just break it all apart with your fingers. Honestly, that Unite 𝗵𝘆 volumizing spray is life-changing. That volume. Oh, I haven't. It has been a struggle afternoon. Seriously, I think I got in the shower at like 1, maybe 2, and it's 5:30 now. I've also just had bad cramps for the last like hour and a half. I constantly am feeling this imposter syndrome with endometriosis, but that's one thing that I'm like, oh yeah, if I'm on continuous birth control, I'm not getting my period anymore. It is not normal for me to still have cramps all the time. We're gonna find out about the house tomorrow, hopefully. I have a podcast to record. I do these scripted podcasts on this app called Fictions. I will have a link below. And I'm just so exhausted, I could cry. Long COVID paired with endo is horrendous. So Mats just walked in and told me something exciting. What'd you say?
Our last offer is getting countered, which doesn't mean we got it, obviously, but it means that we're actually in the running past just making an offer for the first time. Yeah, so they'll ask if, like...
Can we come up X amount?
They may ask that. They'll probably ask if we can, like, take off some, like, contingencies.
What if there's no way that their counter is like, now do it in cash?
No, and we would obviously say that.
That's so exciting though!
Yeah.
It went over 1.4?
2 offers over 1.4 with like no contingencies whatsoever.
I'm not even mad. That's just stupid for them. That's just not worth it.
We're gonna find